Training is overrated. I think where the fail mode is that I think enablement folks, sometimes your sales leaders think that training is the end destination. And once you've delivered the training, magically that information is going to seep into the reps' brains and everything is going to change immediately.
Yeah.
But of course, reality says the exact opposite things happen. If you just do a training, it's called the Ebbinghaus forgetting curve or the forgetting curve. I'm sure everyone's seen it. But basically, people only retain 10% of what that training is 24 hours later.
Yep.
And in all of our in professional lives, we've seen this happen.
Yep.
You do a training, you wait a week, zero result, right? Nothing changes whatsoever.
Yep.
And I think the end result of that is for people who are optimizing for the training rather than optimizing for the outcome. So if you just flip this whole thing on its head and you say, with kind of going back to prioritization, our number one goal is to change this metric, this behavior, which we think will have an impact on this metric. And I think the secret sauce to that is like, find like the one number.
Yep.
Too often people get lost in like 50 different measures and then nothing really like means anything. Like find like the one proxy measure that's going to say, is this successful or not? And then reverse engineer in your way to actually impacting that. Some of it might be training. Some of it might be dashboarding. Some of it might be going out there and finding exemplars and like, what are like the golden like gong examples that you can share out to everyone else? Like there's so many things, and I'm constantly like pushing the team. Think of all the things that are not training that would actually drive this end result. And how do you have like that constant drumbeat week in, week out after the actual training to make sure that this is top of mind? And I guess the last thing I'll say there is, how are you leveraging frontline managers? Because at the end of the day, all of these initiatives live or die on how well they are bought in and how well they're enabled to actually like carry that water and make that change. And if you put all your focus or 90% of your focus on all of those like long tail activities versus 90% of your focus on the training, you're gonna have such better results. So that's my hot take on training and why it's overrated.